Hey, hey, hey. Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? So last night we had a super powerful, super magical oracle brought in by our animal wisdom this week for the white rabbit. And there was so much information that came through. And so this is a continuation for those of you that started that, or if you're finding this first, you might want to go back and check out that oracle. I put all the information in the details for this. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I always go live because it's just easier for me. So I'll timestamp after. What we're going to do is we had some activations come up, and in fact, each pile has two activations, but we're also going to do some oracle. We're being led to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So pile number one, those of you that chose pile number one, this is a continuation of our Florida rabbit. This is a continuation of our story. And we got the Halls of Amente is what came up in your oracle. So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and roll the astro dice because we want to get some information about why is this activation coming up. And not only do we have this particular activation for you, but on bottom, and it coordinates so well. The angels wanted me to also give you the activation on bottom for that coordinated for you guys, which is a higher heart activation. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get a little bit more information about this particular pile. All right, and we've got, what's this? First house, and those can be hard to see. We got first house. Okay, we've got the energy of Aquarius coming in. Ooh, no surprise there. And then look at here. I got to double check on my cheat sheet, but I'm pretty sure that this is a north node. Let's see. What is it? Oh, it's actually Mercury. Okay, so Mercury is talking about the mind, communication, intelligence, reason, and language. Now, that totally makes sense with our halls of a mente initiation and our higher heart activation because your heart is the gateway to your communication system. So that is really telling me a lot. We actually have Aquarius energy here, and this is all about introspection, anxiety, unpredictable future, and a need for communication. So here we go. So these activations are going to assist you in your communication system, okay? Which I know very well is the chakra system. And did you know that every single thing has a chakra system? And so every single thing is communicating at all times. In fact, this cup is communicating, isn't it? It's communicating a couple things to you. So this is how it's so important for us to really focus on coming in and really getting in tune with our communication device. Okay? So I wanted to make sure we have the first house coming up for you guys. The first house represents your personal life, beauty, and beginnings. And it also warns you of future mishaps. Woohoo! I am feeling the magic. Let's get into it. We're going to do our activations after we get a little more information, okay? And so the information that we're doing today, we're going to pull three cards. We're going to talk about your strengths. We're going to talk about the energies of your heart, and we're going to talk about the challenge of your energy, okay? And the oracle that wanted to come forward for you guys, oh my gosh, I pre-shuffled your energy. This is so amazing because I don't remember what pile we stopped at, but I'm pretty sure it was you guys. I already shuffled, and look at, we've got the Venus energy. So this is letting us know we're in the right place. You've got some integration going on. If this is the sixth, there's a lot of shifts going on. There's so many shifts, and it's like, I don't understand what's happening here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead and really shuffle in your energy. Now that you're here, getting your 10th house. And what was this whole white rabbit oracle about? This oracle was about your mission, about your purpose and your mission. And so the 10th house highlights that. Okay. So this is talking about the 10th house. Yeah, your career, your success, your fortune. It's also concerned with your environment, the weather. Okay. But I am seeing right away that you have climbed a lot of mountains to capture the doorway into your actual mission. Okay. And so that is just letting you know that you are in the right place here, my friends. Okay. You are in the right place, and we are going to get you some much needed information. All right. So we're ready to go. We're going to take this first card, and it represents the strengths that you have at this time. Of course, there are positive, loving aspects, okay, of your being and the ancient wisdom that's calling for you. All right. So the first card, this is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind because this is coming back. You will see in the oracle, if you watched the White Rabbit Oracle, the Spark of Wisdom from last night, this is an extension, and these cards are talking. They're talking. We're going to read this card because this came out in your oracle last night, Uranus. Now, what I suggest to you, pile number one, already from the get-go, the fact that you have the astro, okay, this is our astro oracle, okay? So this is letting you know that those of you that chose this pile, there's communication that comes not only from the cup of coffee, from the signs that you see from other people, but the cosmos are literally communicating with you. And Uranus is here to communicate with you in a big way. Hold on, let me plug. I didn't realize. I just gotta, you're low. If you're here and you want to tell me you're here, I would love to know who you are. Feel free to say hi. You don't have to. But here we go. We've got Uranus, and we've got this. What we were talking about is this release of this vibration that's being highlighted. This is the magic. Yeah. It's a vibration. So this is bringing you into that cooperation. So there's shifts happening to get you, to align you to this alignment with your mission. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. Let's go ahead and plug into it, number 25, because there's more messages here. I'm so excited that we broke this out into another oracle. Uranus, okay? Uranus acts as a cosmic clutch. It takes us out of one gear, and after some chaos, it shifts us into a new one. Uranus is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius. What? That's what the moon dice told us. Okay. Connection. It usually takes 84 years to go through the zodiac, and it's been showing its face recently. So this is what we have, a lot of things happening in a collective because of this. All right, Uranus was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies the difference of eccentricity, there we go, as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets, at the approximate right angle to them. So that's why we're seeing this angle, okay? Wow. And with one pole pointing toward the sun. So here's an action here. Surprise or be surprised. Be ready to shift gears. It's time to experiment and try a fresh approach or a whole new road entirely. If your life were a garden, now would be the time to scatter handfuls of device seeds, water them, and see what grows robustly. The weed and rest later. Urgent anxiety can be a symptom of Uranian restlessness. So rather than just flailing about, look to the root cause, and we have the halls of Amenti, which are on the Egyptian timeline, which is the root Just saying. Okay. That ask for a change would actually solve the problem. What looks like a disaster may bring a wild opportunity. Excuse me. If you're thrown in a sudden or shocking change, assume that you are being tossed out of the nest into a potentially heroic journey. Ooh, goosebumps. Excuse me. Chaos can be an important catalyst, an unnerving moment caught between forms. The discomfort allows you to propel yourself to become most authentic. And that's interesting because I am feeling my throat chakra being attacked, which is really just me picking up on your throat chakra. Okay, so I just want to tell you. So first of all, I send love and light to your throat chakra. I send love and light to you on all dimensions, all timelines for your highest good. Okay? So here's the challenge. Your Uranus, okay, I can't even say it, electrifies. It's electric. And we were getting that in the message from the White Rabbit. So this is really connecting in so many ways. It may feel like your finger is stuck in an electrical socket, okay? But know that you can spin your wheels until you shift into a new gear. Excuse me. Be prepared for an evolutionary leap. Shocking circumstances can force you to engage gifts you didn't even know that you had and help you transform. You are not the external attributes. You are not those external attributes in transformation. You will not dissolve. A caterpillar is still internally the same creature once it becomes the butterfly. So we are talking about major transformation for y'all. And we're going to be walking into an initiation through the pillars of the halls of Amente, opening up that higher heart activation to communicate and to start this transformative process for you. So this is actually the strengths in front of you. And last night I mentioned it, and I'm going to mention it again. You may really, 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the steps that you really might want to follow is my Rainbow Bridge course that I am starting next week. And it is a series of crystal and plant attunements that does what? It puts your communication device in the highest good possible. Okay? When I say that, I am meaning it. So if you are wanting some information about what is that course all about, please let me know. Okay? Because, yeah, I'm seeing that might be just the most radical thing to assist you. All right. The second card represents the energies of your heart. We're going to find this. Yeah. Look at this. We've got Mars here. And we've got the number 22, the master builder, the passion. You feel this need to shift. I feel it. I can see it. I can feel it. Okay. But this is the thing. You're at a crossroads, which is why we're going into these halls of Amente. You're at a crossroads to use the fuel of Mercury, of Mars, in a way that's best for you. So there's a lot of motion going on, and you can either allow that motion to put you on track, but it can also sidetrack. Okay, so this sword is coming up for purpose. I love all the red because we're going into the halls of Amente on the root chakra. Those of you that know, I teach that that a dimension is your chakra, and the root chakra is red. Okay, it also carries dense energies. It's very tribal and ancestral, and so that's where we're being called here. And I'm feeling that so much here in this Mars. But it's all about, this is, if you were to hold this is the left. Okay, if we were to see, here is his two arms. The right is holding on to the ribbons of what? The ancestors. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And the left, so he's like facing you. Oh, all right, sorry. He's facing us in this picture. Okay, so the left is your divine feminine holding on to those ties, to the ancestors, forgive me. And the right one, he's ready to go into motion. But this is the thing. Is it inspired action? If it is, amen. Okay? And this is what we're getting right now, representing your heart chakra. Is your heart chakra feeling worthy and ready to walk forward? Or are we feeling restless? I have a sense that we're feeling this restlessness, this need to, move, to do something. And that's fine. But at the same point in time, you're going to spin in circles, my friends. And that's what we're seeing here. We're going to spin in circles until you do what? Until you find the exit. I love how this is coordinating. Are you seeing this? Look at this. Until you find that exit point, till the chaos comes in. But you know what? It's based on knowing that it's for you. Okay? Based on knowing that this is for you and not against you. All right? That's the biggest message I'm getting here for you. This last card, the third card, represents the challenge energy in your world. That is what we must focus on to heal in order to experience our most desired outcome. You guys, these cards came up for you. I cannot believe it. So the energy that you want to heal is Taurus, okay? It's the number 2. And I personally love the fact that these two, when you add them together, become a 24. And then this is 25. Because I was getting with that 1, 2, 3, 4, the element of steps. So if you've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, I really want you to contact me about my class. I really do. Because it's crystal attunements and it changes everything. Okay? But there's a vibration here, you guys, that you are settled into. And, this really is talking to me because this original rabbit is the story about wanting to have all the experience of abundance. And this particular rabbit coincided in real life to the Florida rabbit. And that Florida rabbit is meant to do a transition from the red eyes to the blue eyes because they are made for labs, okay? They're caged. And so in a lot of ways, this is a vibration that you brought in with you. You're the workhorse, the bull. And there's nothing wrong with that, except that there are more experiences that you are meant to have this lifetime. Okay? And so you're meant to manifest these, and that's the Taurus energy. You're meant to manifest these in your actual 3D world. So as you move up in vibration, you're meant to manifest these here, which just gives me that teacher. You're meant to plow the fields for others. And here's that master builder in the middle. So I'm just feeling so much passion. Are you ready to go into your activation? Let's go ahead and read about the halls of Amente. Now, even before we go into here, I am looking at these as what has been called the pillars, the Hercules pillars, being thrust into that heroic journey, right? And so these pillars are kept by the Atlas Mountains, and they are known as the labors of Hercules. And you're being thrust into a portal here through those halls of Amente, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. So let's go ahead and get familiar with this activation, and then we'll do your heart chakra activation as well. Okay? So this one, just bear with me, is not in any particular order. So let's see, Halls of Amente, 76. Ooh, which is, right away I'm getting 13. This is the process of going through and earning your pearl, okay? So, or accommodating the pearl. So the pearl is actually, I'm familiar because I was presented my pearl, and it allows you to take others on a journey. So that's why I was feeling this. I was really feeling this tie related to your mission and my mission. Okay. And if you feel called, as I see 2000 on the clock. Okay. Mission brought in by spirit. I mean, bing, bing, bing. If you feel called, please send me a message so that we can connect and you can find out. The halls of Amente is a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. And this is really interesting because I was feeling this connection between pile 1 and 3. So this may not be the end of your activations today. Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal is an etheric retreat and is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. And the Great Pyramid of Giza is what? It is the throat chakra of the world. And the throat chakra, lovingly colored blue. So, red eyes to blue eyes. Okay, I am feeling this. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amente are said to be home to the Emerald Tablets. They are a space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see 2 pillars, an echo of the 2 pillars that have been found in sacred spaces throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that the sacred space is between worlds. If you feel called to these halls, or if they seem oddly familiar, there's a chance that you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. Goosebumps. So to connect, I'm going to put this closer so you can really connect with this card. Connect. Imagine you are at the Great Pyramid, and above its apex at the very top, a portal opens, drawing you in. See yourself at the center of the sacred temple. Set clear intentions to align with your higher purpose and receive a transmission of ancient wisdom. And make sure that you take your time here, breathe, connect, allow your heart to be open. And I recommend that you write down what comes back to you. I'm seeing a transmission is occurring. Message for you. You're in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel the light at present because you're in the middle of its phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that are stored up in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. Yes. And for those of you that chose this pile, there's this sense of longevity that this card was probably been calling to you. You may have dreamed about it. You may have come up. You might be seeing the pillars, 11, alignment. You might be seeing numbers, black and white. There's lots of ways that this will come in. But this is the thing. You're being called to allow all those previous shadows stored And we said this is the heroic journey of Hercules. So we're going down into our treasure chest and we're flipping through everything in that treasure chest. What serves me, what doesn't? What serves me, what doesn't? I want you to think of this as almost like Pandora's box. And so there's a lot of energies in there to shuffle through. And don't forget, hope is in there. Okay? Don't forget that this is for you and not against you. And that's why you were pulled to this message, to understand the chaos that may be ensuing is really, there's a phrase that I love, and I'm getting goosebumps as I'm mentioning it. A lot of people will say one of two things. My life is just falling apart. And you may have said that recently. But actually, when you flip the script and look from another vantage point, and this is what's meant for you to hear, is actually your life is falling together. 2600 on the clock, shifting you into that abundance. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, of course, you can do this on your own, but there are ways to accelerate that vibration, that increase in vibration. And that's why I was getting my class over and over and over and over, because it's literally all about it's not a fast track, but it is, okay? But it's for us. It's just a opening up of, you've done it before. But my mission is to be a teacher that teaches others how to use those attunements, okay, to keep themselves cleansed. What a beautiful initiation for all of you. Let's go ahead and go into that higher heart activation. I didn't notice it was the higher heart, and I love that because we were getting Archangel Shamuel. The higher heart is really what I refer to as, the fifth dimension, as each chakra is a dimension. And if you accept this to be true, the first one is that treasure chest, which the halls of Amenti is taking you into. Then we have the root chakra, which is the Egyptian timeline, the sacral chakra, Lemuria, the Atlantean timeline, your solar plexus, your heart chakra, okay? And actually, I said that wrong. Your heart chakra is your gateway to the fifth dimension, and your higher heart to the sixth dimension, okay? So that is what we're experiencing, and that is what's coming in for you. Dropping shields. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so not trying to just plug myself. Divine love, your heart is healed. So for those of you that have moved into the sixth dimension, you have access to new energies that you are not aware of. You have access to archangel energies. You have access to new gifts. These initiations happen for purpose, so that, because in the past, we did not pass these initiations. They weren't there. And so, chaos ensued. And this is how we get back on track. So that higher heart is talking about the sixth chakra, which really has so much more to do with the Atlantean timeline. And then, of course, with that Pandora box, your treasure chest. They're all connected. Okay. And I just happened to see with the shields, part of the Rainbow Bridge class is the series of attunements. They're all with purpose. There are lots of them, and they work together and they create shields around every chakra. Hey girl, we're on still pile number 1. Okay, we're almost done. This is the finish for pile number 1. So I'll be going in. You always come in just in time. So, which is awesome. So we're going to move into pile number 2 here in just a momento. Okay. Let me find. We're just going to do the higher heart chakra activation. Okay. So the higher heart chakra is the most ascended form of the heart chakra. This is where your heart chakra goes from the green to the pink. Okay, so you may have seen that in other readings that I have, other oracles. It's found at the center of your chest. The heart region is seen clairvoyantly as pink color. Okay, so that's why we have all these pinks coming in. The reason that this energy center is pink is because it's the opposite of green, um, which is red with a white light of spirit. That is interesting because pink is white. And so to me, the higher heart chakra is accessed through the ancestors. And that's what we're getting here. They hold the red ribbon, and then it's your channel with your crown chakra. Okay, think about all the way up here is your crown chakra. Those turn into the white colors. And so it's this communication and ancient wisdom that you bring that allows you to access the higher heart. We have the potential to connect with divine love here. It exists in all things, the heaven within. This card transports us to the higher heart space where we can recognize that love is not an external, but the light that we hold within. It has been there through every lifetime and will continue to be there. The higher heart becomes active. It's a recognition the search for love has ended because you know it's within you. So to connect with your higher heart, put your hand on your heart and affirm, I am love. Love is my truth. Love is my inheritance. I allow love to be my experience. I am love, and so it is. Oh, beautiful goosebumps. Your message. You have experienced much fear, separation, and heartache in your lifetime. We're getting that because of the lab being caged, pile number 1. This has encouraged you. I'm feeling this deep release for all of you. Just so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing them here. This has encouraged you to close off and to shield yourself. Yeah, this self-imposed shield from possible hurt. But it's been blocking you, okay, is the problem. For a long time, you've been trying to open yourself back up, but you've been concerned about being too vulnerable. This card shows you that you have realized that love isn't something you have to work for or search for, my friends. It is your divine inheritance. You have also recognized that the energy isn't something that comes through relationships or external experiences, but it's natural state of your being. The more you close off, the more you close off from your true self. The more you drop this shield, this superimposed shield, the more love is revealed, the more you express the love that you are. Gosh, I'm so feeling this so much. It's so beautiful. The more it's reflected back to you because love, my friends, love is your truth. Oh, beautiful pile number 1. Let's move on to pile number 2 because you guys know I have the gift of gab. And, I got to grab a pencil real quick. I'm saying, I have the gift of gab. It's service for you. It's just, I feel all the feels. We're going to move on to pile number 2, though, 3356, because my little one is getting out of school soon. Okay. So those of you, pile number 2, this is connected to the story of the Velveteen rabbit. The cover was blue. The activation was the beautiful Cirrus star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. And then how beautiful. I'm coordinating on bottom last night when I pulled the cards in order, okay? We got this card as well. And how divinely, I just think this is so divine because this is the sword of light, initiation, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough. And I just see them together. I'm getting Archangel Michael energy for sure. We're going to take the 3 cards. On the bottom, we start with the gray squirrel for the pre-shuffle, letting you know that Archangel Raphael is here, okay? So we're getting this sense, pal number 2, that gateway through the heart chakra, but it's allowing you to step into this beautiful authenticity, the blue eyes, okay? We were talking about authentication, going from as real to is real, okay? So the gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems, all right? So this is letting me know that you've got a lot of activations going on that are actually increasing your vibration, and I literally see and feel your channel, okay? So you are going to be picking up on more synchronicities. You are going to be picking up, see, look at this, the dog. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to what comes through. There's a shift in the vibration of what you thought you were to who you truly are. Are you literally seeing, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful with the contrast of the story, because he goes from the shabby toy that like who could love such a thing, and look, it transforms. Oh my gosh, it's just so gorgeous. Spirit, you are amazing. The synchronicities that come through. Beautiful. All right, so let's get ready. The first card, I've got to remind myself, is your strengths, okay? So the first card is the strengths that you bring to this activation portal. This is blowing my mind because I'm pretty sure, I know we got this last night. I can't remember which pile, but how mind-blowing would it be if it was your pile? What? We're going to pull one of these cards to read, but your strengths are the rhinoceros. Your strengths is this understanding of the night and day, okay? This understanding of, and that's what I love here, okay? This is where I'm seeing this step into our authenticity, is you're starting to understand that the shadows, the triggers, they send messages. Everything communicates, and they're communicating, and you're starting to unravel. Instead of going into that aggression mode, you're starting to say, okay, wait, let me stand here and be grounded. And what is this trying to tell me? And this is such a strength. You have no idea, because you're literally putting your communication device, you're literally putting it, at the forefront, and you're understanding that all things communicate, everything. All patterns. Be strong and be courageous through this process, right? And hey, Nat, I just want to throw out there, thank you for some of your recent donations, my friend. And thank you to all who donate. Shout out to you and Deb, for donating. Okay, thank you for that. So Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Roquiel, they're letting you know that, Archangel Sandalphon, he is of the orange ray. And so this is letting me know that, I'm feeling this divine feminine connection. And this is what's allowing this authenticity. So it's like it starts with the femme and then moves into the masculine, because there's this healing collaboration that's happening. And you're starting to understand this, okay? I'm seeing that you're starting to understand this. You're starting to connect the dots. Archangel Sandalphon is such a huge ally, and he's 500 feet tall. So the biggest thing that I'm getting here is to keep yourself grounded. I'm really getting this so much. And you can literally just ask Archangel Sandalphon of the highest light, please assist and ground my energy. And he will. Okay? So your angels, and that's why the archangels are here, my friends. Pile number 2, the archangels want to work with you. They want to work with you. And the fact that you're stepping into higher than the heart dimensions, you have access to energies from the archangels and new gifts that you may not be aware of. Okay, look at that on bottom. The dolphin. Yeah. This is so awesome. Spirit wants to communicate with you. Yeah. Okay. So this is what's coming through your heart. Look at the rainbow bridge there. Spirit wants to communicate with you. They want you to find a way to seize the We're getting a lot of courage. Courage. I'm feeling the solar plexus. There's a relationship between the solar plexus here. Spirit is desperately wanting to communicate with you, but I'm curious if there are some fears. There are some fears or some triggers. So maybe you haven't, we're all over the gambit here, right? Okay. But remember, there is a process from going from the Velveteen rabbit to the real rabbit. There's a process involved there. And you're in the process, and all of you that chose this pile, there's a pendulum. You're all over the place, okay? But I'm feeling that there are some fears. And I'm really encouraging you. And this is why I think this is coming up to let you know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. But I'm getting that spirit wants to communicate with you. So if you're feeling blocked, the rainbow bridge is coming as an undercurrent to let you know that there are ways for you to communicate with spirit. And I love that the animals, particular and the archangels, are coming forward because I'm getting that vibe of the animals with that Atlantean timeline here in our solar plexus, our gut. So, do you have random animals that come to you? These are meant for you to really, if they resonate, you want to look into those animals. Okay, so this is what I do, animal wisdom. So, if you're in my Facebook group, you could actually just search the eagle. I have a wisdom on the eagle, and the eagle is all about what? First of all, the eagle is one of the largest birds, okay? And he creates this beautiful nest with another eagle. And it's huge. It's a beautiful home. So I'm getting that for you guys. But there's one thing that's coming up repeatedly for you, and it's to expand, to give yourself the eagle eye. And that means to expand because there is this element of the forest. You can't see the forest when you're in the trees. So you can ask, especially in meditation, you can ask Archangel Sandalphon, ground my energies. And then Archangel Sandalphon, or angels of the highest light, archangels of the highest light, expand. Let me see with an eagle view. Because I'm getting that if you look at the bigger picture, it's going to change things for you. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. And here we have the horse coming through. And I forgot already. The third card is the challenge. Okay. The challenge. So this is really connecting everything for me, for you, because the challenge is some of these fears are holding you ransom and they keep pulling you back. And there's vibrations to where you are, and you're meant to, continue to build up through those. Really specifically, we've got the brown horse, the yellow horse, the palomino horse. What? So if you've been resonating with the yellow horse these past couple weeks, hello, confirmation, ding, ding. I'm hearing somebody else does that. I don't mean to take it, but yeah, hello, boom, boom, boom. There's a message there. But it's like the white horse wants to come in. We want to lift you from this smallness and show you what you are. That's why I'm getting this Archangel Sandalphon. And here we cannot help it. The rainbow to the unicorn. So there's all this elevation that you're meant to go through. Care for others and let them be free. And so there's also this element of volunteering, of service. Sometimes to see the bigger picture and to put things in perspective, what we need to do is to give our service to others. So you might want to be involved in something. It doesn't have to be anything huge. She says, yes, the yellow. So on point. Okay, I love it. So yes, and of course there's a pathway between the Atlantean timeline and our throat chakras, okay? Because much happened on that timeline that has kept us fearful of sharing our truth. All right. So let's go ahead and go into this Cirrus star blessing. I turn to it. Oh my gosh. I love it. All right. Cirrus is the brightest star in the sky. I mean, this is such a beautiful card, isn't it? It was the utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. In fact, our current new year was celebrated the coming of Sobdet, the goddess queen of Sirius, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. And I'm literally getting, this is coming up in a few weeks. I'm literally getting that you should connect to this star in the physical. Wow. The Sirius star system is the home. I've got full-blown goosebumps, especially interesting on the left. On the left. So that's that divine feminine. The Sirius star system is the home of the race of the humanoid beings who most likely live in a dimension higher than our own. It is believed that these beings can be contacted through spiritual practice. Tuning into them can enable us to receive high-frequency spiritual downloads. This card draws the light of Sirius and the support of Sirian star beings into our world. When it comes to us, it helps us to find light in moments of darkness and uncertainty and to continue on. If you feel strongly connected to Sirius and its star beings, it's likely that you're connecting to them on a spiritual level and that you have taken time to locate the star in the sky. You might even have a sense of coming home. All right, let's connect. Find an image of Sirius online and look for the star in the sky. Imagine a great beam of light coming down from that star, washing over your being, knowing that the electric blue frequency, and that's Archangel Michael's frequency, by the way, will be supporting you as you move forward. A message for you. So those of you that chose this, I'm actually feeling Archangel Michael coming in as a guide for many of you. So next time you go into your safe room or when you connect with your team, ask if Archangel Michael is now a current guide. He has some things he wants to teach you. If you have a hard time connecting to your guides, I really want to encourage you, because it's coming up again with the rainbows. You might want to think about getting into my Rainbow Bridge course. Or, of course, there are a couple free meditations, especially the turquoise and straggler daisy meditation. So on this day that you connect with the star, I encourage you to do that meditation first. And that way that you are the most courageous. Okay? Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay. There is an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement that's surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting lately aren't dreams, they're premonitions, goosebumps. Holy cow. Know that whatever you're connecting with on the inside is soon to be something you're going to experience in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear, because anything built on fear is destined to fail, my friends. Okay. I'm not saying that to be like, blah, okay, but it's true. When you discover in pile number 1, and if this is continuation 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll know that when you get that higher heart activation that you are love, that is what allows you to build something of beauty, because it must be built on love to stand the test of time. No, okay? So see yourself as your wildest dreams have come true and know that you are unlimited. As you do, you'll be creating the perfect energy to manifest them. Beautiful. And we've been talking about Archangel Michael, and there's nothing that represents Archangel Michael's energy more than his sword of truth. This is the sword of light. And this is what I love about the fact that these cards are connecting together is because I really am feeling that Archangel Michael is coming in as a guide for many of you. And you are divinely protected. And just knowing that he is with you as your guide. I mean, he is standing. I mean, you can call upon Archangel Michael at all times, but when he is your guide, he is literally next to you, next to you. And he wants to let you know that you are protected. The Sword of Light is the energetic tool of who? Archangel Michael, the Prince of Heaven. His name means he who is like God and is considered Source's right-hand man. And guess whose right-hand man he is today? He is your right-hand man. I feel this so much. The Sword of Light has been pictured as both a spear of light and a lightning bolt because his electric blue frequency. Think of Thor, okay? Think of Thor. And here we are on Thursday, Thor's Day. So if you want to really step into like your most courageous time is Thursdays, keep that in mind, okay? Now we're going to connect. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to connect. Visualize yourself engulfed in a golden light and say, Sword of Light, thank you for cutting the unnecessary cords that bind me to fear. I stand in truth and light, fulfilling my call of my soul. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for bringing this message. Oh my gosh, I can see those of you that are feeling this and holding it in your heart and knowing the truth. I see all your fears melting. It's so beautiful. When this card comes to you, know that it's confirmation that you are walking the path of light. No matter what has happened before this point does not matter, my friends. That is the biggest part of stepping into your authenticity, is removing all judgments against you, allowing those to fall away to where they're meant to go in the past. Okay? Leaving them there and taking the wisdom and stepping forward in your truth based on the wisdom. Beautiful. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. But you can transition by detaching. And I'm just not going to even read more because I'm already getting to share what I say to cut cords. Now, some of these cords might feel painful. What I'm trying to say is when you're stepping in and working with Archangel Michael, know that what? He is giving you truth at all times. So sometimes we are called to cut cords with people and situations that it's confusing and we get entangled in the emotions. I want to encourage you to be strong and not allow your emotions. Don't feel the aggressiveness. Don't start to wonder. Trust in your guides. They know what is best for you. And some of these energies are because they're being cut on different dimensions. It has less to say about the person, more to say about what's for you, my friends. Okay? So, Archangel Michael of the highest light, it is my purest intention to cut any and all cords that do not serve my highest good on all timelines, dimensions, realities. With your sword of truth, Archangel Michael, sever all cords that do not serve my highest good. Again, on all timelines, all dimensions, all realities, and burn them with your blue electric fire, preventing any reattachment. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your support, your dedication, your loyalty, and your truth. I am so grateful that you are here by my side, supporting me to walk into my authenticity. And so it is, and so it shall be. Wow. Wow. we've got to move to the next pile. Beautiful pile number 2. Let's go. 5437. Pile number 3. It's like a transition. I love this. So if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, this is happening for purpose. Here we have Memories of Atlantis. Okay? We're talking about spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology, and what coordinated with you, and I love it. The crown chakra. Ah. And why do I love it? Because the Atlantean timeline is the 3rd. It's your solar plexus. And so I love if this is a continuation from the very last pile, because we were talking about cutting cords and stepping, really getting into that solar plexus. So when you have the activation of the yellow and the crown, it takes you down into that treasure chest to do what? To alchemize. And that's why we see the golden. That's why we're getting the Hercules, the gods. Okay? So this is what's coming up with for you. Divine connection, holy experiences, miracles. I believe in miracles. You sexy thing. All right. All right. Oh my gosh. Speaking of miracles, we've got the 4 directions coming in. So if you haven't checked out some of that horse stuff the last 2 weeks, now everything has already happened, but it might allow you to gain insight because there's so much going on behind you. So right away, we've got Australian Down Under cards, and this is the place of Uluru. And this, you guys, I used my pendulum for these. I did not choose these, okay? My angels did. Thank you, angels of the highest light. And these cards are what? They're from Australia, which is the solar plexus of the world. Yes, my friends. And so we know we're in the right place. And we have the Inshinda here. Now, the Inshinda is talking to me so huge, moving from 4th to 8th dimension. This is meant for you because personal protection, this is where these fears came from. From those of you, this is resonating so much. I have wisdom on the Inshinda. You want to check it out. If you're not on my Facebook group, please join. The details in the comments. If this is resonating already, make sure you give me a like, okay, and share this. Let's grow this page. There are so many spiritual workers that need this information. Nutshell, the Inshinda. Did you know that she oftentimes is violated in her sleep? I say this 18 and up. I say this with purpose, is that there has been an initiation for you to overcome that fear. I am feeling it so much. Yeah. Hermit mode. You've been hanging up, you've been hung up in hermit mode, but there's a rebirth happening, okay? You're stepping in and transforming into who you're meant to be without the dense energies, okay? Without the protection, the spikes, okay? So the biggest thing is, have you been willing to be moved? I'm seeing that you have. Yeah, on bottom. Hello, Atlantean timeline. You're a record keeper. You have something to go down and bring up for the rest of us. So please follow these initiations so that you can go down and bring up your sacred knowledge that'll allow others to be in balance and to find their ways to their mission. Oh, yes, I'm feeling that so much. Your strength, my friends, is in times of plenty. It is amazing what you can do. You are so strong. A kangaroo is so strong, but oftentimes they box themselves. So when things start to get a little stressed, my friends, and the responsibility stacks up, you start to box yourself. This is coming up with purpose because we're letting you know that the 3rd chakra, this is what I'm seeing here, the 3rd chakra, which in my chakra system is what? The treasure chest, the root, the sacral. That's why we were getting that in Shinda. The sacral chakra, your divine feminine, is looking for a beautiful healing to let you know it's not about responsibility, my friends. Okay? Things don't stack up. It's not what you have to do, it's what you get to do. So, this is reminding you about a vibration. You are so powerful. You are able to have many things going on at one time until it's too far. Okay? So you actually can work with something here in the external world, manifest something within you, and even get a third thing going. Okay? This is what's coming up. You are so beautiful and you have so many talents until things start to cave and then you start to box against yourself. And guess what? This turns into the twisting and the growing. And this is those memories in Atlantis. Okay, they start to stack up and you have this swarm of energy around you blocking you. All right, so your strengths are knowing that you are strong enough for this. Okay, I'm literally seeing you go down, renew those structures, and you bring that up for yourself and others. I'm hearing for yourself and others. I'm feeling very much that you are a teacher, feeling very much that you are a divine ancient soul. Your strengths, oh my goodness. What is your strengths? Oh, my friends, your strength, we're getting that third chakra again. Your divine feminine energy is off the hook. You are a rare breed, okay? This is the trickster, the dingo. This is what's happening. You have energies that are trying to keep you, look at, you have energies that are trying to keep you in battle. Okay. So, what we're going to do here is alleviate that and to realize that these energies, what are they trying to do, my friends? They're trying to keep you blocked. Okay. So, if you feel the trickster energy, just know you're not alone. This is happening for so many, is happening for one, is happening for all. And there's a lot of this energy happening now because there is a massive healing going on the timelines. Okay. So watch for this trickster energy. Don't allow yourself to be triggered, is what I'm seeing here. Allow yourself to be in your authentic expression. So, this trickster energy that I'm talking about is within you. We're highlighting that third chakra again. I'm getting the three. I'm getting the three. It's that sacral chakra. It's feeling triggered, and guess what's coming out? I'm feeling volatility. And you guys, why am I feeling this? Because I am aware, because I have been here, okay? And I still go there. It's like everything starts to stack up and off with your head, right? It's like an explosion. Just know the energies in Atlantis have caused this repeated pattern of reaction for longer than you know. And in some cases, being like a volcano and allowing yourself to explode is very therapeutic. However, it creates memories in those that are around you. Okay. So that's where we want to stop the madness. That's where we want to stop the madness and get into the higher heart, which we were talking about in the very first reading. So there's this connection between the first and the third reading. I've been getting this the whole time. This is the Alice in Wonderland. Yes. Okay. This is the Alice in Wonderland story. Beautiful. Now, when I'm holding these up like this, okay, because this is the card we got first, do you see how it makes you go in opposite directions? It takes you into this spiral. Okay, so this is coming up to assist you. What you can do instead is take a deep breath and say, oh my God, I'm losing my mind right now. Why? Why am I losing my mind? And don't think about everybody else. Think about you. Oh, I just feel so not heard right now. Okay. So is screaming at the top of your lungs going to get you what you're trying to accomplish? And really lean into that trigger because it's coming around to 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 help you, because the whale, he can go all the way down. You have the capability to go into those emotions, but guess what? You've got to come up and breach, babe. You got to get that blowhole going. You've got to release the energy. Wow. Oh, see the illusion. See the illusion that is not allowing you to jump into the light. I love the dragonfly coming forward. Did it come forward in pile number 3? I'm not sure. But if it did, it's coming again with purpose to remind you that, first of all, your angels are with you. They ride on the wings behind you, and you have wings. Don't allow the illusion, don't allow the spiral created by the trickster energy keep you from jumping into flight and in flight to ride above the emotions. Your runway is ready. Wow, look at that. Look at these numbers. They're talking 36 and 6. You want to get the balance that Spirit's trying to bring into you? Follow the trickster energy. Illuminate that to bring yourself into flight. Or realize the illusion that surrounds you so that you can truly step into your beautiful iridescent. And that's what the wings are. But the dragonfly doesn't know that it has those iridescents. Are you seeing the dents? You seeing the black and white? It doesn't know it has the iridescence until it jumps up into the sunlight. And so we have the beautiful Atlantis associated with the solar plexus, okay? This is the seat of our masculine energy. And for those of you that chose this pile, this actually may be resonating really in a relationship between you and a masculine. Okay, I've got to move because my daughter gets out of school in 12 minutes. Okay, memories of Atlantis. La, 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 la. I'm feeling this warmth. It's like this passion. That's what I'm feeling here. Let's see. I'm sorry, this is in alphabetical order, so I'm like all like discombobbled with you guys. I can feel it. Okay. Memories of Atlantis. Here we go. Legend has it that Atlantis was so advanced that it existed thousands of years ago in the center of the Atlantic Ocean. Its people were highly evolved and had many spiritual gifts. They were telepathic, they were psychic, and they were known for their ability to combine the laws of science and spirituality to develop technology to create heaven on earth. And that's what we're going back to, my friends. That's where we're going, okay? The Atlanteans who had continued to live with spiritual integrity and had awareness of what was to come were able to achieve full ascension and move beyond the physical realm of light. They are now a congregation of evolved souls, like angels and masters, who work upon planet Earth, who following the ascension path of alignment with devotion and love. This comes up for you. As a strong energy seems familiar, it's a good chance that you are a former Atlantean who did not honor your spiritual connection then, and you're beginning the opportunities to step through this portal now. So let's go ahead and visualize. Let's connect. Visualize yourself cloaked in a beautiful deep blue energy and say, Atlantean Council of Light, thank you for supporting my evolution of my soul so that I can surmount the karma and the karmic imbalances of my previous incarnations. Beautiful. It's so amazing what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. Oh, it's beautiful, bright light all around you. Thank you to the Atlantean Council. You're being transported through the gateway to connect with the ancient realms. Know that by drawing this card today, you're receiving blessings from the Atlantean Council of Light, who are dedicated to the evolution of your soul. You are becoming aware of your gifts, and this is an exciting time, but also a time when the energies of your ego can become loud and obnoxious. Know this gateway is appearing to remind you to stay aligned with your highest good and rooted in the energies of devotion. Then they can be coming together of the human and the spiritual. You can live in a more evolved fashion. Beautiful. Because that's what happened on that Atlantean timeline. They got cocky. They got cocky. They forgot about their gifts were to serve each other. And it started, and instead they created judgments. And what have I taught? If you have been following me for a while, what have I taught you happens when you create judgment? Bing! You completely push away everything you desire. Crown chakra upgrade. I want you to visualize, okay? We're going to go into this. The crown chakra is the energy center found at the top of your head. It's often the thousand petal lotus. It governs your connection to wisdom, both internal and that of source. Opening the crown chakra represents connecting deeply to the heart of source and drawing down inspiration and insight. This card transports us to the sacred hall with pillars representing the divine connections of source, and the gateway is regarded by the white dove, symbolizing the Holy Spirit. It may seem as though another realm or dimension ultimately, but it's found within you. We are all facets of the Holy Spirit incarnate. This card calls us home to ourselves and claims our divinity. Visualize the crown of your head opening up and bursting with infinite clear and rainbow light. Send a signal from your crown up into the heart of heaven. Visualize streams of consciousness pouring into you and listen deeply. Now, if any part of this exercise, notice that we said rainbow light. Notice that we've been talking about the rainbow bridge as a communication to the divine. So in any ways that you feel blocked, or if you feel you're missing colors, this is where you might be interested in the Rainbow Bridge class that's starting next week. And I want you to send me a message. I am seeing so much energy, but I'm seeing the swirl of energy around you, my friends. Almost like the eye of a storm. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of you that have run from being ignored are now being reclaimed. This is an important time for uncovering gifts of wisdom, moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay. No grievances are being held against you, okay? 11:22:9. So beautiful. Alignment to the master builder within you. Healing. Oh my gosh, I have deep chills within my heart chakra. Oh, how beautiful. This is coming home to trust yourself. You're being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles, and I can feel them like bouncing off my skin. So beautiful. Prepare yourself for those miracles. Expect to experience wonder and blessings. For you're being surrounded by healing light, divine encounters, and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this is now being healed so that you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level, beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. And I love this message because you don't have to be a person of a certain religion, okay? Because what are all these different religions? And there are so many, but they're all based on the interpretation of man. And what we are meant to experience in this moment, those of you here, pile number 3, is you're experiencing what divine truly is. And what is that? But more than anything, an awakening within you, because we are made in God's image. We are divine. It's not something that you get. It's something that you are. And that's the difference. Is a lot of religions want to hold you back and limit you. And trust me when I say that these have occurred for purposes of power, most likely created. Bing, bing, bing. Okay? Release those. Like, go through the eye of the needle and allow all of those, that's that anka here, allow all of that to be scraped from you so that you can keep it simple and be this. Ugh, emerge the Holy Spirit, the dove that you are. That's what I'm seeing here. Going through this and you emerge this. Gorgeous. Now, I hate to do this, but I am running out of time, folks. So I'm going to have to come back and do pile number 4 separately. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. This has been so gorgeous. Pile number 4. Hold on. You guys get the Stargate heart, the Merkaba, and the Akashic Stargate. So you're going to be able to travel beyond. To be continued. Thank you for those who have been here. Thank you for liking my videos, sharing, subscribing. Please continue to do so if any of this resonated with you so that more light workers, healers, way showers, etc. can find this page. Have a blessed day.